Hey everyone, MetaQuestmiss and Happy New Year! I just got a MetaQuest 3 and I'm going to be making a new MetaQuest video every single day for the next 12 days, all culminating with a live stream on January 1st, 2026. This is MetaQuestmas. Alright, so today we'll be checking out Xbox Game Pass on MetaQuest 3. They recently allowed cloud streaming of the entire Game Pass library. Let's check it out. Alright, let's dive into some Fortnite. Okay, so Fortnite is a super popular battle royale shooter game. I've played a little bit in my time, but I'm kind of a graphics snob, I hate to say it, so I don't play Fortnite as much, but I will squad up with a bunch of my buddies. Usually we'll go on some kind of trip, and then somebody will bring their Xbox, and then we'll usually just kind of play casually and socially there. I do love how Fortnite you can play on all different platforms, including cloud streaming, which is what I'm doing on Xbox here. I think it's super cool because you don't need a console to play video games anymore. You can literally play on anything you want, including mobile for a lot of these games. So yeah, it's something that I find really convenient about being able to play Fortnite in whatever way that you want. So first thing I'll notice is actually compared to my console playing experience, I'm not noticing a big latency for this cloud streaming on the Quest 3. It's actually pretty seamless. And just in general for Quest 3, when you're playing with Game Pass, you just need an Xbox controller. So yeah, I have mine with me. It was pretty easy to sync up using Bluetooth, and that's what I'm playing on right here. Alright, so for those of you that don't know Fortnite super well, a battle royale is basically a video game that's like a Squid Game, right? You have 50, 100 more people depending on what game it is, and then everybody is trying to survive until you're the last man standing at the very end. And the way that it forces action is that you're on this massive map that eventually becomes smaller and smaller and smaller when gas starts rolling in. That makes the playable space smaller. So what I'm doing right here is, okay, and in Fortnite, you basically have to find loot and scavenge for different items and weapons and, bandages and healing items that, once you get into combat, you're going to need to use them throughout. So I picked up a pretty cool, purple ranked item there. It's some kind of electric shocker that I'm going to use throughout the rest of this game when I'm in combat. And then you can see that you have 6 inventory spots that you need to go in and out of. Yeah, and again, Fortnite, I think it's really cool. I think Unreal Engine is amazing, just as a developer. And the quality of graphics that you can get if you have special kind of forked instances of Unreal are really exceptional. But yeah, again, I find Fortnite's graphics a little bit more kiddish in style for me. I love really, really hyper-realistic graphics, which is why typically, I was drawn to the Vision Pro initially. Just the graphics that it's able to produce are incredible. But yeah, I will say for Quest 3 and, so far these apps that I've tried out, there's just so many more things that you can do on the Quest. And the fact that you can do Xbox Game Pass cloud streaming, you have hundreds of games that you can play anytime that you want, and just hopping in casually. I feel like the MetaQuest 3 just allows for so much more gameplay experience compared to the Vision Pro. So yeah, those are some of my initial thoughts so far. Okay, so some fun facts about game dev and first-person shooters. You guys might not have realized it, but actually when you play Fortnite or a lot of these other competitive multiplayer games, you're probably playing against bots, especially in the early stages of the game. So, Fortnite, Epic, they advertise 50, 100 people playing in this match. If I had to guess from a dev perspective, it's actually probably only maybe 25 real people, and the other 25 are bots. The main reason why they do this is to make the game funner and easier to play, especially for new players. Because if you had a super sweaty lobby and people were absolute monsters that you're playing against, you're probably going to get smoked immediately, and then you're going to churn from the game and not want to play anymore. So a lot of these game companies have to reach a very fine balance of, making your multiplayer experience competitive against real people versus, having more curated experiences where you're playing a bot and then you're going to actually be able to progress in the game and get the accomplishments that you want. So yeah, just a heads up that it's probably more common than you think. Alright, so now let's focus on what's going on in this Fortnite game. Okay, so I spent the majority of the first part of the game, as usual, just looting up, kind of running around, trying to get some weapons. And then now that it's sort of getting into the actual meat of the game, where I'm going to start encountering some players, I'm taking a look at the map. I'm going to start getting closer and closer into the gas-free zone. So that, right now I'm outside the barrier, but once the gas starts coming, I need to get inside. And typically, if you're too far away from the barrier, people will even just kind of wait out, like sniping people as they get closer when the gas comes in. So yeah, that was something I was kind of cognizant of and tried to get closer and closer before that happened. I think one of the reasons why the Fortnite graphics could be improved is look at the grass, for example. So I'm talking from a dev perspective. As you run in the grass, I barely see any animation or physics of things that are moving. You can also tell by the shadowing from the characters. Like, look at the pants of the character, right? The seams of the pants, they're not really moving in a natural, realistic way. But, it's really hard to achieve high quality graphics in these scale of video games. Like, look at the rocks there. I think the trees look okay. I think like the sun hitting the buildings actually looks pretty good. Like, if you look at the sun, I think the sun looks really good. But then yeah, I think definitely the characters, there's a lot of room for improvement in the graphics. Look at the gun as well. The gun looks a little bit blocky. I'm not an expert of Fortnite graphics though, so if anybody in the comments can let me know if there's different consoles or platforms that the graphics look a lot better, where they're optimized, yeah, please let me know. The VFX look pretty good though. Like, look at the gun. Nice, yeah, the gun like electricity rays look good, so yeah, that's something I enjoyed. Alright, so yeah, I got into a fight with this person. I'm pretty sure they were a bot. I think you can kind of tell if somebody's a bot by how they're moving. If they're sort of standing still like that opponent was, then yeah, I think they're probably a bot in most cases. Alright, so I smoked that guy, and then I'm continuing to go into the gas-free zone. So yeah, I do think like the thunder and lightning effects of Fortnite, for whatever reason, their cloud system, their sun, like everything that's happening in the environment as part of the weather looks really good. Like, look at some of those VFX of those portals, that looks really good. But then yeah, then you like take a look at the chest here. I mean, that thing looks like it's from Super Mario. It's like super old school. So I'm kind of curious what their asset generation and graphics pipeline is to make certain things look better, like what they focus on, because I'm noticing stark differences in the level of fidelity in different aspects of the game. Alright, so now I got a shotgun for close range, I got a grenade, I heard some guns in the background, so I'm running, I'm trying to get out of there. Yeah, again, like, I'm not a great first-person shooter gamer. I like playing, I've played for many hours and many years, but I am not that great. Not competitive by any means. I'm more of like a casual game style player, like Animal Crossing, much more chill. I play a lot of League of Legends too, to be honest. As much as I hate to admit that, but I do play a lot of League. Alright, I smoked that guy. I think that person was a bot too. They had a lot of weapons, so yeah, I get some potion to get my shield back up, and my health is super low right now, so in general, I was in a mindset of just hiding, just camping out. But yeah, I do get into some good interactions here upcoming against some people I think that were real. I got super lucky, and you'll see that I get a sniper, and then I'm actually able to headshot someone, which I was pretty happy about. I don't know if they were a bot or not, but yeah, I got super lucky there. So, okay, I'm putting some bandages on. Take some time. You can see, yeah, it's like 3 seconds or so. I'm just hiding out and doing it. Yeah, I feel like Fortnite though, like they definitely make the game meta nice in that even if you're a casual, you can still do pretty well. Like I feel like there's not a huge skill gap mechanic such that, I mean, I feel like things are nerfed for really good players. Like anybody that's a Fortnite expert in the comments, like please let me know, like how can I get better? Like what are the most important aspects of getting better at this game? All right, so okay. All right, here's my sniper. So yeah, I'm pretty content to just kind of camp out at this corner and just snipe people that may be coming by. Yeah, when I do play first-person shooters, I love sniping. I'm a PC gamer generally, so yeah, I feel like mouse and keyboard for sniper is just so much superior than like any controller-based sniping. So yeah, bear with me here. I'm just figuring things out. All right, there we go. There we go. A couple of snipers. Yeah, one thing that I'm curious about Fortnite is like, you know, what is the best strategy to win these things? Like, I know a lot of people like to camp out and hide, which is what I'm doing. Like, where do you go on the map? Like, how do you know where to go? What kind of items are you looking for? What kind of buildings are you looking for? I feel like Fortnite's not really like a sniper-focused game or like a super fast-click shooter-paced game, kind of like COD. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just figuring things out as I go. I will say again, like there's not really much latency or difference on streaming it and cloud streaming via MetaQuest compared to like my experiences playing on console. All right, so I see someone just here kind of chilling. I feel like that is probably a bot. But even though they're standing still, I missed a snipe a few times. Yeah, so yeah, that pretty much sums up like my skill level at some of these games. But yeah, I mean overall on MetaQuest, like I feel like it's a very immersive experience when you're playing the Xbox app. I almost forgot that I was wearing the headset. Like that's how seamless it was. And they've done a good job of just graying out your environment when you go into full screen mode. Because yeah, you just kind of have this you know, big screen TV right in front of you. You can adjust exactly where it is. I definitely am excited to play a lot of the other games on MetaQuest for Game Pass 2. I'm a big Skyrim player. I feel like Skyrim would be really fun to just kind of get lost in playing that game more and more. All right, so here I go, going down that hill, you know, absolutely grinding to try to get something going in this game. And then I eventually do run into some people in close combat. So you'll see I headshotted sniped that dude. I'm pretty sure that that was a real person. And I was not trying to headshot them at all. Like, I just got totally lucky. And I just scoped them out, which was pretty sick. They had a lot of items too. So I pick up a whole bunch of bandages along the way, and I gotta heal up. But one thing I noticed about Fortnite is like, man, like when you're using the bandages, you are a sitting duck. So I feel like you have to kind of either do it on the move, which you can't really do it that much. It doesn't allow you to, or you have to go and hide somewhere and do it. So, okay, so I'm kind of like running away. I saw somebody here in the water that was hiding. I think this was a real person as well. I don't think a bot would just be doing that, but then I think like this weapon, what is this weapon called, yo? I mean, this thing is an absolute tank. I just smoked that guy pretty easily here. And then, unfortunately though, I got stuck in the clouds, so I have to like find a way to get through this hill, but I was getting cooked by the smoke, and then I do have some bandages, so I have to go around the mountain here, and then I'm using the bandages as often as I can, while still making sure that I don't run into any other people. But yeah, is this pretty common in Fortnite to happen? It must be. But yeah, I was kind of stuck in a tough spot here. But look, there's only 6 people left, so I feel like I can probably wear these bandages and just like time them out, a lot of the people at least. So yeah, you'll notice it takes like 3 seconds for me to heal. And then it heals me just like, I don't even know, what is that, like 10% of my bar? Okay, so I got through here. Now I'm out of the smoke. So I get the sniper back. Seeing if I can see anyone. And I do see some people shooting bullets. So I start trying to get closer to them. But yeah, I feel like as it gets into these late stages of this game, I'm kind of screwed because I'm not super great at this game, but I feel like I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. It's definitely a good game to just get back into it. And yeah, the fact that I was able to get that headshot, I don't know, y'all. Is that impressive or not? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so still stuck in the smoke here. Not much health left, but I'm trying to survive. And I noticed the smoke moves like so fast at the end. I just don't really have time to keep up. I did see that person right there. I see a few people like running in the smoke. Try to get the sniper out. Not much left. I had my electricity. Smoked one more person. I'm running in, but not much health. I'm trying to heal as fast as I can. Yeah, got this guy. Come on. Got him. I got him. All right, pretty good. 6 kills, I think. Still healing. Trying, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna run out here. Run out of time. Almost there. But yeah, I mean, overall, MetaQuest Xbox app cloud streaming, I'm super impressed. I didn't really have any hitching or latency at all. And yeah, definitely I'm going to check this one out again in the future. All right, MetaQuestmiss, and catch y'all for day 4 tomorrow.